The Zahn family's biological daughter. The Zahn family's adopted daughter.
Brought the money.
Release them now.
Their biological parents and brothers. I was abducted young. The Zahn family's second son found.
So they're not close with me. But this adopted daughter is really close with them.
Dad, Mom.
Save me.
Drop the money.
Nat, don't be scared. Win, you too. I'll save you girls.
Mom.
Hold on.
I'll only release the real Zahn's daughter. Tell me, which of them is the real daughter?
You failed to keep your word.
Choose one now. If not, I'll kill them both.
Mom, I don't want to die. James, save me.
Mom.
Nat is injured. She can't take it. Nat is delicate and weak. She can't handle such torture. Gwen grew up in the countryside. She can take it. We can save her after we go out.
But Win is also my daughter.
Mom.
Please.
Choose Nat.
Mom, you must choose Nat. Nat's made it into the top 10 in Genius Artist Contest. Invited to award ceremony. If announced Nat as the champion tomorrow, our family will receive help from Ascend Corp. Become part of the 4 great families in Tersol.
Yeah, Mom. What can Winnie do for the Zahns?
Exactly.
Mom. It hurts.
She is the Zahn's biological daughter. Win, no worry. I'll save you. Gather funds once out. Don't hurt my daughter.
You chose your fake daughter. You're still pretending. You're just disgusting. Get lost. If not, leave one leg for your daughter. Scram. Let's go. Go. Since said, you're fake. Go to hell then. $100 million.
I'll pay you that to redeem myself.
$10,000. $1 million. $10 million? Where did you get the money? Jack Zeller, in charge of Ascend Corp.
Hey, Bob, I didn't know she's from Ascend Corp. Ms. Zahn, wake up.
Mr. Zeller. All right. Ms. Zahn. You promised to pay me $100 million.
Mr. Zeller. Take them to the police station. Tell Ascend's legal team they get a heavy sentence.
Please spare me, Ms. Zahn. Ms. Zahn. Mr. Burke took you in and gave you Ascend Corp. You should be living a good life. But you wanted to return to your biological parents, and you got mistreated. Poor thing.
I brought all this upon myself.
Ms. Zahn, since it's already happened, just move on. For now, you should take over Ascend Corp as soon as possible. Everyone in Ascend Corp is waiting for you to return.
I'll take over Ascend Corp. What about Alex?
Ms. Zahn. Mr. Burke had late-stage cancer. He passed away a week ago. Ms. Zahn, I'm sorry for your loss. There's one more thing. The first award ceremony for Genius Artist Contest will be held tomorrow night. Ascend Corp is the investor. Many people wish to see you there.
Who is the champion?
It's you, Ms. Zahn. Mom, you must choose Nat.
What can Winnie do for the Zons?
What can I do for the Zons? I can bring the Zons wealth. But you didn't choose me. Mr. Zeller, all my trophies are at Zon Manor. I'll go take them myself. By the time I leave Zon Manor, I'll be the chairperson of Ascend Corp. Not someone's daughter. Or sister.
Nat. Birthday gift from Mizan Manor living room. Open it after blowing out the candles.
This is from me. Happy birthday, sister. This is from me.
A limited edition Porsche.
Thank you. Dad, Mom. Where is my gift?
Silly girl. I definitely prepared it. This is from me.
Do you like it? Yeah. Winnie, how did you escape? Winnie, how did you escape? Win, how did you escape?
You said you'd try to save me. But you're celebrating Natalie's birthday.
Winnie, you're fine now. Why fuss over it?
Yeah,
Besides,
we called the cops. They save you.
Called cops? Didn't you know they'd kill me because of that?
if we didn't call the cops, did you expect us to pay the ransom? Dad and Mom took out all the cash we had to save Nat. As her elder sister, can't you just give in?
Since the start, the one you wanted to save had always been Natalie.
What do you mean by we only wanted to save Nat? Nat is talented in painting. She's been invited to the Genius Artist Contest Award ceremony. She's made our family proud. Should we save you instead of her then?
You think I'm useless. So my life means nothing, huh?
Winnie,
So what if you're their birth daughter? I'll be the Zon's only daughter.
Dad, Mom. My fault. Winnie fought with you because of me.
Never near one of my memoir. It's not your problem. Winnie is being unreasonable.
Besides, we couldn't bear to see the abductors torture you.
But it was fine for you to see me being tortured.
Winnie, it wasn't what Sean meant.
Enough, Win. Since you're back, stop being so petty.
I'm being petty. I'm your biological sister. And your daughter.
I'm sorry, Win. I didn't mean it, but... How could you say something like that? Although Nat isn't my biological daughter, I've raised her. Both you and Nat as my biological daughters. You shouldn't have said that to hurt Nat.
Mom, I don't blame Winnie.
Win.
You're my biological mom. I can't slap you. But you slapped me to defend this adopted daughter. That was why. I slapped her back.
You-
Dad, you'd better think twice. If you slap me, I'll slap Natalie.
When I don't mean to criticize you, but how could you be so petty?
Yeah, Win. It isn't like we don't love you.
Is this how you love me?
Back when you got abducted, we had been looking for you. After all, you're our younger sister. We didn't expect you'd get so bad-tempered after living in the countryside you're unfit to be the Zon's daughter.
If we had known this earlier, we wouldn't have brought you back.
You'd better not forget. It was you who begged me to come home.
Shabby place. If not my sister.
I would never come to a shabby place like this.
Winnie grew up in a secluded village like this. Could she be bad-tempered?
This is just a house in the village for me to recuperate.
Win.
Have you really decided to go back?
Win, your dad and I miss you. All these years. We've been searching for you. Go home with me, please. Your dad, brothers, and I will make it up to you.
Alex, my biological parents have been looking for me for years. No matter what, I have to go back. Besides, I wish to be loved by my family, too.
Did we beg her? Fine. Even if we did, haven't we been treating you well? You keep comparing yourself to Nat. You've been bullying her all these years. Is it so hard for you to accept her? Winnie, tell me, haven't we been treating you well?
Win, look. This is the new dress I bought for you.
Thank you, Mom.
Charles, Sean, and I have also prepared gifts for you.
Dad, Mom.
James.
Nat,
Winnie didn't push me on purpose.
I didn't push her.
Winnie, how dare you bully your sister? Go to a corner and reflect on yourself. Winnie, it can make it so your marijuana.
How dare you bully your sister?
Go to a corner and reflect on yourself.
These 2 years. You have never been nice to me.
Nonsense.
Sean, just ignore her. It's normal that she can't accept Nat. Nat is outstanding and makes our family proud. She's sweet and obedient. Well, Win is vicious and petty.
That's enough. Win, it's Nat's birthday today. You're home safely. Just in time to join us for Nat's birthday party.
Count me out. I'm going to pack my luggage.
Luggage? What luggage?
I'm leaving Zon Manor.
Where else can a country bumpkin like you go after leaving Zon Manor? So, are you going back to the countryside? No way. No way you give up the wealth the Zon family has given you.
Do you think the Zon family's wealth is enough for me?
Is it not enough for you then? Oh, do you want to be the boss of a Sin Corp then?
enough, Sean. Stop it. Win feels sad because we chose Nat today. As her brothers, we should tolerate her. Win, can you stop being petty and making a fuss? Look at her.
We made the right choice not to choose her.
So what if you didn't choose me? I shouldn't be the one feeling sad.
Winnie, stop it. Apologize to Mom.
I did nothing wrong. You guys don't even care about your biological family.
Win, know your limits. If you keep talking nonsense, get out of Zon Manor. And never set foot in our house again.
Okay. I'll leave. I will never ever set foot in Zon Manor.
Winnie, all these trophies are fake, right? You wanted to impress Dad and Mom, so they'd like you.
Natalie, go to hell.
I'll let you know who's going to hell today. Winnie, what if I tell you they'll only believe me?
Trying to frame me? How about I help you out?
You.
Not enough? I'll give you a few more slaps. Are you stupid? Why aren't you asking the Zons to help you?
No! Winnie, don't slap me.
Nat. Winnie, what have you done to Nat?
Winnie said I snatched her parents and brothers. Winnie, I never wanted to take them. Don't kick out of Zon Manor.
Nat, you're safe. No one will kick you out.
Winnie, you're so cruel. You actually slapped Nat badly.
Yes, I slapped her. She deserves it.
You and great. Sean, lock her up in the storage room so she can reflect on herself.
Come with me. Stay inside and reflect on yourself.
Mr. Zeller, pick me up from Zon Manor right now. From Zon Manor right now.
How is it? Do you feel awful? Winnie, this time,
I'll make sure to kick you out of Zon Manor.
Nat.
Are you okay?
Nat, what happened?
James, don't blame Winnie. She didn't mean it.
Winnie's on. How could you be cruel?
She's putting on an act.
Do you have a conscience? Nat is bleeding heavily. But you said it was an act.
Think whatever you want.
I don't need you all to believe me anyway. Are you leaving after you did all this to Nat?
Where can you go at night? Do you have money? What exactly do you want from doing all this? If it's because we didn't pay the ransom to save you, you can blame us, Dad, and Mom. Why did you hurt Nat? If not for you, Nat wouldn't have been abducted and tortured.
What does it have to do with me?
It was raining last night. Nat went to give you an umbrella. Abducted.
She gave me an umbrella? She has never been so kind. I got abducted because of her. If she hadn't insisted on going to the secluded street, we wouldn't have been abducted. Natalie, did you buy off those abductors?
I didn't. Dad, Mom. Winnie is accusing me.
Enough, Winnie. You've let us all down.
About this. You guys are the ones who let me down. Since I came back home, all of you have been accusing me for no reason and siding with Nat. I've been wondering if I'm your biological daughter.
That's enough. Will you only stop if I take you to the police station?
Police station?
You could be charged with murder for what you did to Nat.
Winnie, beg Nat and ask for her forgiveness now.
Sean,
How dare you hit?
You're paying for what Dad did. You slapped me. So Sean had to pay for that. Let go.
Apologize to Nat now.
Winnie,
I told you to apologize to Nat Arg.
When?
Dad. This isn't my fault.
it's okay. After all,
She was at fault.
Yeah,
She deserved this.
she's vicious.
She pushed Nat down the stairs.
When, are you okay?
Mom. She must be fine. It was just a slight bump. Pretending. She must be pretending.
Oh?
Winnie, are all these your trophies? Are all these your trophies?
they're fake. Winnie can't paint.
Yeah. I've never heard Winnie say that she could paint.
Winnie.
How dare you fool us with fake trophies?
She must have seen how talented Nat is. And how much we adore her. So she bought these fake trophies. To fool us and gain our attention. What she did is just disgusting.
Nat is simply amazing. She's among the top 10 in the first Genius Artist contest, held in Tursol.
Nat might even win first place.
This Genius Artist contest held in Tursol has gathered top geniuses from around the world. It's too much to hope that I win first place. Not like Winnie. She won first place in the global contest.
Nat, as long as you did your best.
Nat is capable.
Unlike somebody who bought fake trophies to fool others.
No. These trophies aren't fake.
Alex. My dear Winnie, congratulations for winning first place in the Praska contest.
It's all thanks to you. Thank you for supporting me all these years.
It's all because you're talented and hardworking.
If you hadn't spent money to hire all the masters of oil painting to teach me, it'd be pointless no matter how talented I was. So, this trophy is for you.
Our girl has grown up.
Sean, these trophies are worth more than your life.
Worth more than my life? You're full of crap.
How pretentious.
Mom, if Nat wins first place in Genius Artist contest, as her brother, I can ride on her coattails and enjoy the glory as a rich heir in Tursol.
Of course. We're counting on Nat to lead our family to new heights.
Nat, I'm proud of you.
Stop dreaming. She's only gotten 10th place.
Shut up. I just can't expect a single nice word from you. I just can't expect a single.
Could you please call 911 for me?
Yeah, right. Let's take Win to the hospital.
Win.
Ouch.
James, it hurts.
Nat, are you okay? Nat.
Take Nat to the hospital.
Hurry up.
Start the car.
Get out of the house, Winnie.
The Zahn family? So this is my biological family. From now on, I have nothing to do with the Zahns. Alex knew I won first place. That was why he said the winner's family would receive full support from Ascend Corp. He held this contest and gave such a good offer because of me.
Yeah,
Mr. Burke wanted to make your family one of the 4 great families in town. But they didn't appreciate it. And were deceived by the fake daughter.
It's all over now. I have nothing to do with the Zahns anymore. But I must seek revenge. Oh, the Zahns are here.
Congratulations, Mr. Your daughter.
Made it into the top 10.
Ha ha ha.
Dad, Mom, look, the first painting is mine. Oh,
Look,
The first painting is done by your daughter?
could Ms. Zahn have won the first place?
Told you, Nat will win first place.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Mr. Zahn. You're getting in with Ascend.
Rely on you in the future.
yeah.
Winnie.
why are you here?
Without me, the award ceremony can't go on.
who are you? Ceremony won't occur without you?
Yeah,
Because I'm the winner.
Can you even paint? You're the winner?
Win.
Leave now. You can't be messing around here. Mr. Charles, do you know her?
Mr. Zimmer, you know. She is.
Mr. Zimmer, she's just our maid. Someone unimportant. Go back home now. Stop embarrassing yourself.
Think I'm embarrassing. And call me a maid.
I wonder.
How a maid came into a high-end place.
Right?
Not a maid.
Hey, Win, if there's anything, let's talk about it at home. We'll agree. We're not at home. You can't mess around like this. Go home right now. Be good.
Mrs. Zahn, why are you so polite to a maid? She's crossing the line now.
Do you know where you are now? Do you think anyone can just come in? Mr. Zahn, I'd suggest you deal with her before Ascend Corp's new chairperson comes.
Yeah, you're right. Sean, take her away.
Okay,
Mom, I'll go.
You,
I'm not a maid. I'm the Zahn's eldest daughter.
I thought the Zahns had only one daughter.
Mr. Zahn, what's going on?
She's dressed this way. She doesn't look like the daughter.
she is not the Zahn's eldest daughter. I have only one younger sister. That's Nat.
Yeah,
Everyone. Why not? Acknowledge our own sister?
Do you think I'm too terrible? So you refuse to acknowledge me?
she's right. She's family. Who is she? Her brothers are all silent now.
They said they have only one sister.
I'll make you acknowledge me today. I'll make sure all the families see your true colors. I'm not lying. I'm really the biological daughter of the Zahns. After I went missing, they adopted Natalie, but they've never completed the registration formalities. So, I'm Zahn, only daughter.
Turns out Natalie isn't the Zahn's daughter.
No, I'm Dad and Mom's daughter.
Natalie is the Zahn family's daughter. Winnie Zahn, if you keep this going, I'll slap you.
Winnie Zahn? You're a Zahn.
If Natalie Zahn is your only daughter, Why did you call me Winnie Zahn?
Winnie, you'd better be grateful. We adopted you and let you be our maid so you were fed and could attend school. We even let you take our last name. Is this how you repay us?
Oh, I see it now.
Living a decent life. Is this how you repay the Zahns?
Isn't she just ungrateful?
I know.
Ungrateful? All these years, I've never spent a single cent of the Zahn's money.
What nonsense are you spouting? We paid for basic necessities and extra classes. Also, we gave you the same amount of money as Nat during the year. That was $300,000.
$300,000? They paid for her necessities and even sent her to extra classes. She also received $300,000 on New Year's Day. Whoa, they really see her as their own.
This.
Even a maid received such treatment.
The Zahns are too kind. They're good employers.
Yeah. We must work with the Zahns more.
Since when did I attend extra classes?
What do you mean?
When I was staying with the Zahns, I never attended a single extra class.
Impossible. We provided you with the same thing.
As what we gave Nat. I'd like to know who registered the extra classes for me.
Mom. Registered extra classes for Winnie?
Yeah. But I gave the money to Nat so she could register for Win.
Mom did give me the money, but I transferred it to Winnie so she could attend the classes she wanted. These 2 years, I've never touched her money.
You hear that? We gave you the money. You spent it all, so what does it have to do with us? Besides, that's a lot of money. You're just a college student. What did you spend it on? But you're falsely accusing Nat here.
Sean, she's trying to put the blame on me.
Don't worry. I trust you.
Do you mean I spent the Zahn's money? But I never received a single cent for the past 2 years. $300,000. Nowhere to be seen.
That's nonsense.
You're just trying to put the blame on Nat.
Yeah, Dad. I think it's because Nat's made it into the top 10, so she's jealous. That's why she's making a scene. At this award ceremony, she wants to humiliate our family.
Humph.
I've never expected a young lady to be this evil.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, you can check the transaction.
Don't.
If she did transfer me the money, there'd be a transaction.
Don't.
What's wrong? Dare not? Are you guilty?
Dad, Mom. I transferred to her through e-wallet.
That's simple. I can check the transaction too.
Not even a single cent.
Do you see that? Now you know who's lying.
Win.
Mad about what happened. Talk at home.
Now you've made a scene in front of all the families.
Whatever the truth is.
The Zahn's image will be tarnished. Stop making a fuss, okay?
I'm making a fuss? First, you refused to acknowledge. Second, you said I was a maid in Zahn Manor. Third, you said I spent the Zahn's money. Can't I prove my own identity? Can't I prove that I never spent the Zahn's money? Besides, since I'm just a maid, what does the Zahn's image have to do with me?
We're in for a show today.
Fine, Winnie. You want proof, right? I'll show it to you now. Nat, do you have a screenshot of the e-wallet transaction?
Sean, I'm sure I transferred it.
Was it really through e-wallet? Yes.
I transferred $50,000 to her every month. I have no idea why her transaction record is like that. Sean, could it be that she edited the screenshot?
You just won't admit it, huh?
Winnie, shut up. Since we're here today, we won't let you insult Nat.
Great. Show me the proof then.
Nat, send me the screenshot of your e-wallet transaction.
Ha! Deleted it after transaction.
Deleted?
You're full of lies. She doesn't even have my number.
Huh?
This.
She doesn't even have my number. How did she transfer the money to me?
Sean H. It's because she's been bullying me. Too furious, didn't transfer money to her. Besides, isn't $50,000 a month too much?
$100,000 every month. Is it too much?
Nat is different from you. She needs a good teacher for her art class.
Girl, you'd better be appreciative. $50,000 a month for extra classes? None of the maids has this benefit.
Yeah. I can never get a generous employer.
In all of Tersel.
Mr. Zahn, why did you register extra classes for that maid?
Mr. Zimmer, this?
Because I'm his daughter, but he won't acknowledge me.
Shut up, Winnie. I told you I have only one daughter. Only someone as outstanding as Nat, who makes the Zahns proud, can be my daughter. Who do you think you are?
Who do I think I am? Someone carried me for 10 months and risked her life to bring me to this world.
When?
Stop acting like we've wronged you. Our family has never mistreated you. Even if you didn't receive the money for extra classes, we gave you $300,000 on New Year's Day. For 2 years.
Why don't you ask Nat if I received the money?
I believe Nat wouldn't take the $300,000.
Dad, I wouldn't take it.
She bought luxury goods with money.
Nonsense.
I have proof.
Natalie's personal expenses. Whoa, look at this.
Natalie's expense record.
On New Year's Day in 2023 and 2024, including her $300,000, she spent $600,000 on luxury goods every New Year's Day.
Dad.
It's true.
James, impossible. This isn't true. If Nat wanted anything, she could have asked from us.
The Zahn family is good, and the business is doing well. But it's not to the extent that you can spend as you wish, even if Natalie asked for it. You could only afford 1 or 2 items.
That's nonsense.
The Zahns only look rich.
They even dream of becoming one of the 4 great families. In their dream.
My family is wealthy.
It's just a luxury item.
We can buy anytime.
You will say anything just to protect your image.
Enough, Winnie. So what if we didn't give you money? You're just a maid. The Zahns have the right to decide if we should give you or not. What are you trying to do by making a fuss over this?
You're just a maid, yet you dare go against your employer.
You keep calling me a maid just to protect your image.
Dream on.
I'm not a maid. Everyone, look at this. What is this? This is the paternity test report for Mr. Zahn and me. This is the paternity test report for Mr. Zahn and me.
True, Mr. Zahn.
She's your daughter?
Mr. Zahn, why did you deny it?
Everyone. She's indeed our daughter. She went missing as a child. She grew up in the countryside and lacks etiquette. She's bad-tempered. So we didn't announce her identity.
You find her embarrassing, so you denied that she's your daughter.
Moreover, you also dote on your adopted daughter.
Winnie is incompetent and bad-tempered. Even making a scene here today. She refused to give in and tarnish the Zahn's image. She's nothing like my daughter.
Yeah, everyone. We didn't deny it. But Winnie, It's terrible, everyone.
We're sorry that we didn't discipline her. And that you had to witness this.
Winnie. You could only blame yourself that you're not good enough.
You still don't know your mistake. All of you are just weird.
Shut up, Winnie. I'll expel you from the Zahn family. I'll expel you from the Zahn.
Win, hurry up and apologize to your dad now.
Apologize? Not a chance. I came here today to cut all ties with them. Did nothing wrong.
They've been ganging up on me ever since I got here.
They're even calling their real daughter a maid. How could anyone stand that? Also, I've never spent a single cent of the Zahns since I came back home. Do you even know what my life's been like? Picked through trash. Worked odd jobs. Handed out flyers, just to put food on my table. I did everything just to survive, and now you're telling me you want to kick me out of the Zahns?
This poor girl really had it rough.
Mr. Zahn,
You've gone too far.
Don't believe her. Our family has never let her go hungry.
Dad. When have I ever eaten at home?
She's never eaten at home?
Win always came home late,
I thought she already ate at school.
so I didn't save her any.
Mom, if you cared even a little, you'd have noticed how I was actually fiving.
They really have neglected their real daughter.
Win,
We were wrong.
I won't forgive you.
What did you say?
Am I supposed to forgive you over such a casual apology?
Then what do you want?
Admit I'm your real daughter to everyone, then kick Natalie out of the family. Pay me back double what you've spent on her all these years. Or never forgive you. Not you, not the family, Winnie, enough.
Don't cross the line.
This is nothing compared to what you did to me.
I'll never kick Natalie out of the family.
Nat's about to be named one of the top 10 young artists. Once the organizer announces her as the champion, our family will receive funding from Ascend Corp. What about you? What can you do for us?
Everyone. The Zahns are a bunch of snobs. They favor Natalie because they think she's useful, and bully me because they think I'm not. A family like that doesn't deserve partnership.
They've really gone too far this time. Exactly.
Winnie. Why choose you?
Like I said, I am the winner. That is why.
You're the winner? Winnie, stop messing with me. Never seen you paint.
You think saying it makes it real?
Besides, the first painting is mine. Only I can be the winner today.
You're in 10th place.
You're lying. The ceremony hasn't even started. How do you know Nat is in 10th place? Besides, only Ascend's chairman knows the results now. No one else here knows.
I can't if you don't believe me.
Winnie, stop it.
No. Admit I'm Zahn's daughter, then kick Natalie out. Apologize after that. This is your last chance. The Zahn family is finished in Tersoul.
Winnie. Who do you think you are? You've nerve!
I'll never abandon Natalie.
Okay, then you'll have to choose. Her or me.
You guys have ruined a perfectly good ceremony. Sorry about this, Mr. Zimmer.
I'll settle it right away.
Mr. Zahn, how will you settle this?
Since this brat is forcing me to choose, I'll grant her wish.
Dad, pick Natalie. She's our family's future.
Win, stop it. Apologize to your dad now. Let's just forget this happened. You're our daughter. You'll still get your share of the family's wealth.
So you still think it's my fault?
Win. None of this would have happened if you hadn't stormed in.
Mr. Zahn. Make choice.
Dad, choose Natalie.
What's wrong? Can't decide? I thought you guys were good at choosing. Everyone, when Natalie and I were kidnapped. My birth parents and brothers chose Natalie. They left me behind with the kidnappers.
Mr. Zahn, how could you treat her like that?
What were they thinking?
Winnie is their birth daughter.
Ex-
Exactly. So being talented makes the adopted one more important?
They're just a bunch of snobs who think the adopted one's more worthy.
Miss Sander, did you say that? Nat grew up with us. We have a deep bond.
Therefore, so a deep bond is more important than your own blood?
It's not like that. We really treat Winnie well. Win. Don't upset your dad. Apologize to him now. I'll take you home and cook your favorite food, okay?
Mom, do you even know what my favorite food is? You don't even know what my favorite food is, yet you claim you treat me well? And you still expect me to apologize? You keep insisting I should apologize, but what did I do wrong? Is it my fault I was born as your daughter?
Win, that's not what I meant. But making a scene like this isn't helping anyone. You're one of us. You'll only thrive if we do. Why can't you understand that?
Then tell me. Possible for me to be a daughter you're proud of too?
Don't be ridiculous. You're just a country girl, what do you even know? Unlike Nat, who might actually make our family proud today, who might actually make our. You should be happy for her as her older sister.
It's hard to change prejudices. They just won't go away.
Winnie. Stop troubling Dad.
Dad, make your choice. Want everyone here to witness me cutting all ties with the Zahns.
Winnie, you're the one making me choose. I'll choose.
Why is everyone gathered here?
Who's that?
Who is he?
That's Mr. Zahn, the president of Tersel's Art Association. He's the head judge for the Genius Artist Contest. Mr. Pierce, an honor to finally meet you.
Mr. Zimmer, I know who you are. Why is everyone crowding here? The chairman of Ascent Corp is about to arrive. The chairman of Ascent Corp is she's the main investor for this contest. Don't you dare cause a scene and offend her. Or else, there won't be a next season for this contest.
Not making a scene. It's the Zahns causing all the trouble here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pierce. This brat here is embarrassing us. Mr. Pierce, I'll settle this right away. I'll settle it right away. I'll settle this right away. Why does she look so familiar?
Mr. Pierce,
She is this year's winner. It's her.
Dad,
I'm still waiting for you to choose.
what do you mean, choose?
Mr. Pierce. I'm sorry for her behavior. Sean, take your sister and leave now.
yes, Dad. Let's go. Come on. Dad, look. Winnie.
You're absolutely shameless.
Shameless? It's your family who's shameless.
It's not my fault.
Nat.
Winnie, you're out of control.
Hit me, try it, Natalie.
Dad.
Why are you so stubborn? Look at where we are. Stop the scene. Just deal with it later at home.
Mr. Zimmer. I told you this award ceremony can't happen without me.
She's got a lot of nerve. Could she really be the winner?
She's so confident.
Could it be true?
Mr. Pierce, could you give us some feedback on the first painting?
All the paintings there are from the top 10 young artists. The first and second place paintings are all there. I must remain impartial as the head judge. However, the first painting is indeed a masterpiece.
Dad, Pierce said Natalie's painting is a masterpiece. Who else could win?
Winnie, Seems like you won't be satisfied until I choose one of you.
So who's your choice?
Natalie, of course.
Mr. Zahn. I can't believe you're giving up on your real daughter.
Of course, I prefer an obedient daughter who brings pride to the family.
How pragmatic of you, Mr. Zahn.
What on earth are they doing?
Fine. Write a disownment letter.
Disownment letter?
Since you chose Natalie over me, you should just cut me off property. From now on, I have nothing to do with the Zahns. We'll go our separate ways. We're no longer family.
Winnie, don't do this.
Mom, just ignore her drama. Winnie.
Do you really need to make a scene?
Yes. It has been your fault all along. It has been your fault all.
All right.
Enough.
Winnie? You'd better not regret this.
He disowned me. In front of everyone. He'll never get the chance to regret it.
Winnie. Why smiling? Mr. Pierce already said. Natalie's the winner.
When did I ever say that? Don't talk nonsense. I only said the first painting is a masterpiece. Everyone in this contest is among the top 10 in the country. Each of their work is top tier. There aren't any fillers here.
Natalie's not the winner? Then.
Calm down. The chairman of Ascent Corp will be here in 3 minutes. The results will be announced soon.
Does Natalie still stand a chance?
Any of those 10 paintings on stage could win. Your daughter was the champion. But you just had to cut ties with her.
The PIC of Ascent Corp is here. The people from Ascent Corp are here. Who's that?
Mr. Zeller? Who is he?
Mr. Zahn.
Stuck in your position.
Has made you ignorant of the higher-ups. Mr. Zeller is Ascend Corp's right-hand man. The butler of the Burke family.
He's just a butler. Do we really need to suck up to him?
Shut up. Mr. Zahn. Don't say I didn't warn you. Ascend Corp belongs to the biggest family in Tersol. They're the top among the 4 families here. The combined market value of the other 3 doesn't even come close to Ascend's.
That's impressive.
Thanks for telling me, Mr. Zimmer.
Mr. Pierce, we'll be counting on you tonight.
Don't say that. I really appreciate Ascent Corp's effort in discovering and training new talents for the industry. Where's Ms. Burke? Wasn't she attending the ceremony tonight?
She'll be here later.
Time, Mr. Pierce. Please come on stage and say a few words.
After you, Mr. Pierce. It's starting. Head over.
Dad. That man had such presence. That's Ascent Corp, huh? Even a butler has power and influence. If Natalie won. And our family gets sponsored by Ascent Corp. All the other families here will have to look up to us.
They will. Natalie is bound to win today.
Even if she does, Ascend Corp will never sponsor the Zahn family. Besides, she's the last.
Winnie, can you be quiet?
Telling truth. You don't believe it.
Mom, Dad, look at Winnie.
Stop acting like that. You already cut ties with me in front of everyone. What a pity though. Have no idea.
What you missed out on.
Missed out on what? Don't tell me we missed out on you winning the contest?
That's nothing. What you've missed is a promising future of your family.
Winnie?
Stop spewing lies.
Don't believe me? Fine.
Handle it.
When the truth comes out later.
What truth?
I told you I'm the champion. But you wouldn't believe me.
So this is the truth? If you can paint, I'll apologize.
I'll be waiting.
Bring it on. After all, I'm a man of my word.
Mom, Dad, is Winnie out of her mind? She's been acting strange. since she was rescued.
Winnie?
What's wrong with you? Everyone here knows that.
Art competition founded by
Former chairman, Mr.
our former chairman, Mr. Burke, who poured his heart into it. The 9 finalists will be hired by Ascend Corp and given special training, and the family behind the champion will receive full support from Ascend Corp, enough to become one of Tersel's 4 great families. I'm sure everyone's eager to know the results.
Mr. Zeller, what if the champion doesn't have a family business? Not every contestant comes from a wealthy family.
Right, and if the champion's family isn't in business or doesn't own a company, or if they're completely on their own,
What kind of prize would they get? Good question. I suppose Ms. Zahn has already cut ties with her family. If the champion has no family, they'll be awarded $30 million. $30 million?
Dad, that's our family's entire annual income.
Mr. Zahn, I didn't expect your company to be doing that poorly. I thought you'd be worth way more than that.
We're still developing. Well, our future's promising.
That's right. And Natalie might just be the champion.
You're that confident? Results aren't out yet.
All right. Let's welcome Mr. Pierce to the stage to announce the results.
These 10 paintings represent the hard work and talent of the most gifted young artists in the country. Everyone must have heard of them. Now, I'll announce the winners starting from 10th place.
Don't worry,
Natalie.
you're the champion.
Sean, don't pedestal me. It'll hurt if I fall.
Natalie, I believe in you.
10th place. 10th place goes to Natalie Zahn. 10th place goes to Natalie Zahn.
No way, Natalie's not the champion? Natalie got 10th place.
Only the 9 finalists will be hired by Ascend Corp and given special training.
In this case, getting 10th place doesn't even qualify to join Ascend Corp.
10th place, so she's just a filler.
Yeah, Mr. Pierce, you must be mistaken. Natalie's painting ranked first. How could she be 10th?
This list was given to me by Ascend Corp. There's no mistake.
I told you. She's last.
Dream on.
She's just 10th place.
How did you know that?
How did you know that? Only Mr. Pierce and the chairman of Ascend Corp, this year's sponsor, know the winners list. How could she possibly know? What secret is she hiding? Could she really be the champion? But even if she were, there's no way she'd know her own rank or Natalie's. Right, she couldn't have known.
She must have said it spite us. She was bluffing. Dad, she must have guessed it.
Mr. Zahn.
After tonight's fuss,
Your family ended up with nothing. You caused a scene cutting ties and chose your adopted daughter, only for her to place last. Mr. Zahn, how does that make you feel?
So what? Getting 10th place is still an achievement.
That's right. Natalie is outstanding.
Mr. Zeller, I have a question.
go ahead.
If there are 10 finalists, why is Ascend Corp only taking the top 9? If there are 10 finalists, why is Ascend Corp only taking the top 9?
Yeah.
Because
You offended Ms. Zahn.
this was decided by our new chairman. We can't question it either. Mr. Pierce, please continue with the announcement.
9th place goes to Sally Hale. From Aston, Yvette Jones is placed 8th. And Sarah Wamner 4th.
He's now announced 6 winners. Match them to the paintings in order. and the last one left will be the winner. Tonight's champion.
The texture is so clear.
It looks almost real.
Wow. Even that tiny figure is drawn with such detail.
It's champion's work.
I can't wait to find out who the winner is.
Don't tell me. You're really the champion. Don't tell. You're really the champion. It's you.
Mr. Zimmer, I haven't seen her paint once in the past 2 years.
No, I'm sure it's her.
Come on. Just trust Mr. Zimmer. Sharp never misses a thing.
If Winnie really is the champion, the Zons will be furious.
Yeah. No way. It could be anyone but her.
Well, it's definitely not you anymore.
Next, I'll announce first place. Our champion has an impressive record, having won the 9th National Painting Competition, the 4th Art Contest in Praska, and even the Global Youth Art Championship.
Wow, that's amazing.
The champion is Tercels. Winnie Zahn. Tercels, Winnie Zahn.
Winnie? No way.
You must be mistaken. No way she's the champion.
But she's your daughter. Oh, right. You just disowned her.
Winnie, you can draw?
Hey. I mean, Winnie. When did you learn to draw?
Since I went missing, I've been attending art lessons.
That's been 13 years. Winnie, why didn't you ever tell me?
I did. You just didn't believe me.
Winnie. You got back. We don't really know you yet. Why don't you tell us what you're good at? Of course. You don't need to know anything. I'm just asking.
Mom, I've been painting.
Painting? That's nice. Your sister paints too.
What's the point of learning for a country bumpkin like you? Unlike Natalie. She's a professional. She's joined competitions. And even won awards. Winnie. If you want to learn, Natalie can teach you.
I thought you only learned art for fun. Winnie. No idea. You were this talented.
Yeah, Winnie, we didn't know.
I'm sorry.
Winnie.
I should apologize to you.
Mr. Zahn. You sure change your tune fast. How impressive.
Mr. Zimmer, this is a family matter. Winnie, no matter what happened, you're part of the family. Do what's best for the family. If you're upset with us, we can talk it out at home. Whatever you want. I'll agree to it.
Yeah, Winnie. Our family's interests come first.
If not for family,
I would never beg you like this.
when did you see me as part of the family?
Ms. Zahn.
Why do you have scars on your neck?
Ms. Zahn.
Why do you have scars on your neck? Mr. Zeller, the trophy.
Just a second, Mr. Pierce. Now it's time for Ms. Zahn to settle the score.
Ms. Zahn. Why do you have scars all over you?
These aren't the only scars I have.
Oh my God. That's a lot.
Could it be the Zahns who did this to her?
This poor woman.
Is literally covered in wounds.
You poor thing.
I got these scars when I was kidnapped. The kidnappers tortured me.
That was the kidnappers. What's it got to do with us?
Guys, listen. When Natalie and I were kidnapped, I mentioned that the Zons chose to save Natalie with a ransom. I was badly wounded, but they left me behind.
Natalie was beaten too. And her condition was critical. We could only save one.
You just never thought of saving me.
Fine. If you think this is our fault, I'll apologize even though I'm your dad. I'm sorry. Happy now?
Mr. Zahn. Given your tone, I don't think you realize your mistake.
I apologize to her as her dad. What more does she want?
If that's your idea of an apology, I will not accept it or forgive you.
Winnie, that's enough.
Dad. Winnie, no matter what, we're still family. Blood is thicker than water.
This point,
We already knew we were in the wrong. Don't worry. From now on, we'll make it up to you.
yeah,
Insufficient. What's the rush? I haven't even gotten to the real deal yet.
Could she have found out something?
You said her condition was critical.
Winnie, this is true. We all saw how badly Natalie was hurt.
If she was injured, why not take her to the hospital instead of having a birthday party at home?
Birthday party?
I was still with the kidnappers back then. They were home celebrating birthday.
Celebrating a birthday.
David. What kind of father does that?
We called the police. We didn't ignore her. It just happened to be Natalie's birthday that day. You only get to celebrate that once a year. We'd already called the police, and there was nothing we could do. So we celebrated her birthday.
What kind of father can be so ignorant?
I wouldn't say he's ignorant. Maybe he just doesn't care about his daughter at all.
What father doesn't love his own daughter?
She's my daughter. Of course I love her.
Love me? Then today, let's clear everything up.
Like what?
2 years ago, I had a high fever. But did you help me?
Dad.
Dad, I think I have a fever. Can you take me to the hospital?
A fever? Okay, I'll take you.
Dad. Something came up at school. Take me to school first.
Okay,
Win, take some medicine first.
You prioritized Natalie instead when I had a fever. I felt awful. Slept on couch hours. When I woke up, I used all my energy to call for an ambulance.
Sorry, Win.
I didn't know.
When? He didn't mean to. He didn't know you were so sick.
What about you, Mom? What did you do?
What's this got to do with me? An ambulance. Did you say an ambulance?
Mom, you're thoughtful.
Oh, you. Why is Win sleeping here?
I don't know. Who cares?
But
She doesn't seem well.
Mom should go. Otherwise, we'll be late for Grandpa's 80th birthday.
James. We should not exclude her from Grandpa's birthday banquet.
Gosh,
If we bring her, she'll steal the spotlight. She'll get upset.
an ambulance? We didn't call for one.
Mom.
Let's go.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
I almost died back then. I'm only alive because I called Alex.
When? I didn't mean to.
Similar events happened multiple times.
What else did I do?
Too many to count. To make everyone think. Natalie is your only daughter. You never came to my class. For parent-teacher day. Classmates said,
I was an orphan.
When, I'm sorry. We should have paid you more attention. But we watched Natalie grow up. We've had 20 years with her. That's why we neglected you.
that's right.
When? Natalie loves you.
Winnie.
She loves me? If you all had truly treated me well. If she really was a good sister. I wouldn't have left the family. And her? She's always bullied me. My back injury was her doing.
Natalie, explain this.
I didn't do it.
Deny it all you want. What about the kidnapping?
What do you mean?
She doesn't have any injuries.
That's impossible. Her injuries are severe.
She has no injuries on her body at all. That's because she bribed the kidnappers.
Look at her outfit.
She doesn't seem injured.
Yeah. No, Dad. My injuries are on my waist and stomach.
So, you're going to keep up your act, huh?
Mr. Zeller, what do you mean?
I have to calm down. It's not yet time to reveal Ms. Zahn's identity. It's nothing. I've studied psychology. Detecting lies is a piece of cake.
Dad, don't listen to him.
This is the kidnappers' recording.
Deposit. After the job, you'll receive $2 million.
Ms. Natalie, how cruel of you to hurt your sister.
Not my sister, I'm my parents' daughter.
That's Natalie's voice.
Natalie, how could you harm Win?
Natalie, how could you?
When? Natalie didn't mean to.
She's done this to me. She didn't mean it.
Winnie, I'm just afraid I'll have to fight you for their attention.
I never stood a chance. Even now, they still think you're innocent.
When? I beg you. Don't be mad at Natalie.
She's broken the law. The law will punish her.
Mom, I don't want to go to jail.
Winnie Zahn, please receive your award.
Win.
I'm begging you. Don't make her go to jail. You'll ruin her life.
I'm ruining her life?
If you send her to jail, you'll ruin her life.
What about my life? If I hadn't escaped the kidnappers, my life would be ruined.
When? I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm begging you. Please spare Natalie.
I've lost all respect for you.
What?
Who do you think you are? Why should I, for your sake, spare Natalie?
I'm your mother.
I've already cut ties with the Zahns.
Win, it was my fault.
Win, we're family. Winnie Zahn, please receive your award. First place.
I'd like to thank my parents.
Hey, Dad, heard that? Winnie is thanking us. She forgave us.
I knew it. Win wouldn't hold a grudge.
I thank them for losing me 13 years ago, or else wouldn't have found new family. In new family, my brother supported my dreams. I also thank them for not giving me any care at all these past 2 years. I also thank them for siding with Natalie, or else I wouldn't have decided to cut ties.
Win.
Most of all, I must thank myself. Even though I've lived a tough life and received no love from my parents or brothers, I was still able to make it this far.
Ms. Zahn, will you exercise your rights?
Ms. Zahn. Mr. Pierce wants you to decide if Ascend Corp will be supporting the Zahns.
When you're part of the Zons, you can only make this choice once. Don't be rash.
Win, it's our fault. Our lives are at stake. Because of your tantrum.
Always been alone. What family do I have? I choose to waive my rights.
That brat.
Does she even know what she's doing?
Don't be angry. We at least still have $30 million.
That's right.
I'll also donate the $30 million prize money to sponsor struggling artists.
What? Winnie, are you crazy? She's supposed to be sharing the prize with us.
The rankings have been announced. Next, the chairman will be giving a speech.
I heard Ascend Corp's chairman is a young lady. None of us have met her. Anyway, she's the future of Ascend Corp.
You're right. She's too young to hold such power.
Where is she? Dear guests,
I'm Ascend Corp's newly appointed chairman, Winnie Zahn.
Win. I'm your mother. Mom.
What about me?
Us, too.
This disownment letter. You signed it. In front of everyone.
When? I was wrong.
Everything's been made clear. I, Winnie Zahn, will no longer be connected to the Zahns. Now, everyone has seen your true colors. They won't collaborate with your family anymore.
When? We're your family.
Is that so? Aren't you Natalie's family?
Get out of the way.
Win.
Mom, don't worry. She's kind. She won't ignore us.
Mr. Zahn. What a surprise. Your daughter is the chairman of Ascend Corp.
Mom.
Call an ambulance.
Ms. Zahn, what do we do now?
Call the police. Natalie must take accountability.
How could Winnie be the chairman of Ascend Corp? Guys, say something.
Win holds a lot of resentment toward us. She won't easily forgive us.
It's all your fault, you brat. If it weren't for you, Winnie wouldn't have done this to us. Look what you've done. We lost Ascend Corp's support, and the major families look down on us.
Dad. I was just afraid she would steal your attention.
Natalie. We treated you well. Even after Win returned, we always protected you. We didn't want to leave you out. You forced us to choose between you two, and made Win leave. Our family is doomed.
What? The Gibsons and the Ballards are ending their contracts with us? It's all your fault. All families in Tursal are ending their contracts with us? What? Okay, got it. I'll find a solution soon. Clyde, hold them off first. Tell them Winnie is, after all, my daughter. She wouldn't hold this grudge. Soon she'll reconcile with us. If Winnie doesn't budge, our family is doomed.
Maybe I should beg her.
She won't even see us. Where can we go to beg her?
Dad,
If she's being so cruel, we shouldn't hold back against her. Even now, you're still trying to ruin her.
Natalie. How could you be so evil?
Dad. Mom. That's not what I meant.
Nat. Speak.
She's a Zon, but she abandoned us all. Leak this to the media. The media will pressure her. To protect Ascent Corp's reputation. She'll reconcile with us.
Will this work?
Dad, it'll work.
Ms. Zahn. Ascend Corp's new CEO cut ties with parents. Young
They gave birth to me.
Corp.
Yet they're so heartless to me.
Ms. Zahn, how should we fight back?
Since I'm ruthless, then I'll be exactly that.
Dad.
Mom. It's over. It's all over.
What do you mean?
Wynn is using Ascend Corp to pressure us.
Ascend Corp is pressuring us? What hope do we have then? In just a few hours.
We'll be bankrupt.
Is it because we went to the media? We angered her.
Yes, that must be it.
Dad. How can Winnie be so heartless?
This was all your idea.
I just wanted the family to be okay.
Mom. We're the police. Where is Natalie Zahn? You're suspected of attempted murder. We'll question you at the police station.
Mom, Dad, I don't want to go to jail.
Dear. We raised her, after all.
Our situation is a mess. We can't help her.
James, Charles, Sean, help. You love me, right?
We want to. But we can't.
Natalie committed a crime. You must face the consequences.
Dad, Mom. What now?
I can't do anything.
Dear. Your mother has treated Wynn well.
Over 2 years.
She likes her, too. Why don't we use her to trick Wynn home? We'll get her to talk to Wynn.
This is the only way now.
Winnie Zahn's grandmother.
Why aren't David and the others here yet?
They're busy with company matters. They'll be here later.
They shouldn't be late. David makes me mad. He treats an adopted daughter preciously, but ignores his real daughter. My poor granddaughter.
She had such a difficult life.
Why don't you talk to David and let us raise Wynn instead?
She's better off with her parents than with us old people.
Missed you, Grandpa, Grandma.
Oh, Wynn.
Come, have a seat. You brat.
How dare you show up? It's been so long since you visited us.
Oh, Grandpa, I've been busy with my studies. Besides, I came back the moment Grandma called me. Grandpa, I've missed you so much.
Why did David ask me to call you home?
Yeah, something's up.
My grandparents are old now. They're better off not knowing I cut ties with the Zons. They made me come to Grandpa's house. They must want Grandpa to persuade me. Grandpa, I even brought you gifts.
When? Where did you get the money for these? Darling, pay Win back.
Okay,
Win, I just want you to visit us. No need for gifts.
Grandpa, it's not expensive. It's just my way of showing respect.
Win, who's that?
Oh, him? He's the driver Dad arranged for me. I'm sorry, Mr. Zeller.
He arranged a driver for you? Since when has he been so good to you?
Well, Grandpa,
A leopard can't change spots.
gosh, that's enough. Stop scolding her dad in front of her. It puts her in an awkward position. Win, I'll make your favorite dishes later.
I love your cooking. Win.
Mr. Zeller,
David. Since when have you been so polite?
Dad, I've always been like this. Dad, I brought you some gifts.
Here.
These are supplements.
Wow. Hell must have frozen over. You got me gifts?
Dad, what are you talking about?
That's right, Grandpa. These are gifts that Mom and Dad carefully picked out for you and Grandma.
Darling. Something's really up. That's enough. They have good intentions. I'll go cook for you.
Grandma, I'll help you.
Win, stay. Chat with us.
What's gotten into you today? You couldn't stand Win being around before. Where's your adopted daughter?
That's right. Didn't you always used to bring her along with you?
Let's not talk about her. Win's my real daughter.
Dear. Hell definitely froze over. I'll go cook. Have a chat.
I'll come with you.
I'll have a seat then.
Win, have a seat. Something's not right. Why are you here?
We've had a bit of an issue with Win.
What kind of issue? Did you bully her again?
Dad, we wouldn't dare.
What exactly is going on?
She doesn't want him to know we've cut ties. It's nothing, Dad. I just remembered that we all haven't met in a while.
Dad,
We need to gather more often, or we'll grow distant. Right, Win?
you never cared about these before.
Oh,
It was my fault, Dad.
Grandpa,
The apples look good. It's sweet.
Try some.
I'll peel it for you.
thanks, but I don't bother strangers.
We're family, not strangers. We grew apart because of Natalie. But don't worry. From now on, all of you will make it up to you.
Yes, he's right.
Is that really what it is?
When? What exactly happened?
Nothing, Grandpa. They must have realized they neglected me. Now, they want to be nicer to me.
That's nice. When?
Yeah, it's nice.
Why the sudden change of heart?
It was all our fault.
Grandpa, please talk to Win.
Talk to her about what?
She wants to cut ties with us.
Shut up. Keep your mouth shut.
Wait. So you all have an ulterior motive. When? What exactly happened?
Grandpa, nothing happened.
Stop lying. If nothing happened, you wouldn't want to cut ties with them. Speak. How exactly did you bully Win? Is it because of Natalie again? I told you so. She's a bully.
Grandpa, Natalie is young and doesn't know any better.
You're still protecting her?
I didn't, Grandpa.
Speak. What did you do to Win? David. You're so heartless. Win is part of the Zons. Who is Natalie? You're truly foolish.
Dad, I was wrong.
We regretted everything we did.
You regretted it?
Is that really it? If Win hadn't won and become chairman of Ascent Corp, you wouldn't have regretted it. You regretted it because your interests are at stake.
We didn't know Win was Ascend Corp's chairman. If we had known earlier, then we would have been the chairman's brothers. We definitely treat her well.
You're pissing me off.
That's how it is, Grandpa, when we first went to pick up Win. She and Alex lived in a rundown apartment. How could we have known Alex was Ascend Corp's chairman?
I'll beat you, you brat. Grandpa, Sean is young and doesn't know any better. He's young? He's older than Win.
Dear, why are you so angry?
You jerks. Scram, out of here. From now on, you're no longer my family. I only have a granddaughter, Win.
Dad, please don't. Win. I truly regretted it. I don't care if we're bankrupt. I don't care if Natalie is in jail.
We just hope that.
You won't cut ties with us all.
Win. Right. I promised I'd grovel if you actually knew how to paint. I didn't do it, so I'll do it now. Sorry, Win. Forgive me.
What a brilliant act.
Win. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Win, apologies to you too.
How clever. They're putting me in an awkward position.
That's enough. You're all putting her in an awkward position by using me.
Dad, what happened to our family is what we deserve. But Win is my flesh and blood. She's your grandson's sister. What are we supposed to do if she cuts ties with us?
I know what you're all up to. Your bankruptcy is inevitable. But you want to mend things with Win, so that she'll use Ascent Corp to help you start over.
Dad, that's not it.
That's right. We just want Win to forgive us.
Win, will you forgive them? Win, will you forgive them? Win, no matter your decision. I'll support you. You're better off without them. From now on, we'll be your only family. With our love, you'll be very happy.
Win. Please give us another chance.
It's my decision.
Win. I won't leave you again.
You didn't choose then.
Win, I was wrong. I chose Natalie. It's all my fault. It's not David's or your brother's fault. You don't have to forgive me, but they're innocent.
Even now, you're using that tone with me. You don't know what you did wrong. If you all knew what you did wrong, I wouldn't be so harsh.
When?
I won't forgive you.
Get out. Get out of my house. When? Come, let's eat. This is Bella's specialty dish. Eat more.
Here's some stew.
When?
It's over. It's all over.